Tropical storm Marce further intensified over the Philippine Sea east of the Bicol region, according to Pag-asa. In its 5 p.m. bulletin on Monday, November 4, the State Weather Bureau says Marce was last spotted 740 kilometers east of Virac, Catanduanes, moving west-northwestward at 30 kilometers per hour. The tropical cyclone carries maximum sustained winds of 85 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 105 kilometers per hour. Marce may enhance the northeasterly wind flow, which, along with a cyclone's trough, may bring rains over extreme northern Luzon and the eastern section of Luzon beginning Monday or on Tuesday. Pag-asa forecasts Marce to gradually intensify and reach severe tropical storm category Monday evening or Tuesday morning, November 5. Marce may also reach typhoon category by Tuesday evening or Wednesday early morning, November 6. According to Pag-asa, rapid intensification is likely. The State Weather Bureau says Marce will make landfall in the vicinity of Babuyan Islands or mainland northern Cagayan on Thursday evening, November 7 or Friday early morning, November 8. However, Pag-asa says the forecast track may still change and bring the landfall point to mainland Cagayan, Isabela area. While tropical cyclone wind signals are yet to be raised, Pag-asa says signal number 1 may be hoisted over portions of Cagayan Monday evening or Tuesday morning. The highest wind signal which may be hoisted during the occurrence of Marce is signal number 4. President Bongbong Marcos admits that the flood control systems in areas affected by recent tropical cyclones were overwhelmed. Marcos' statement comes amid criticisms that followed massive floodings as consecutive storms lashed parts of the country in late October. But the president says he has no problem with some lawmakers' proposals to investigate flood control projects.
Oh, sige. Wala akong problem. But also they have to realize there are two sides to this. Sinasabi yung flood control, talagang nang-overwhelm ang flood control natin. May flood control tayo, hindi kaya. Maraming nagsasabi, nababasa ko sa dyaryo, naririnig ko sa radyo, television, nasa na mga flood control. Nandyan ang mga flood control, na-overwhelm lang.
In late October, several provinces across the country were hit with widespread and severe flooding due to tropical cyclones Kristine and Leon. The Bicol region is one of the hardest hit areas, especially Naga City in Camarines Sur. According to Naga City Mayor Nelson Legacion, the amount of rain that fell on Naga City within 24 hours starting October 22 reached almost 700 millimeters, almost 7 times more than the volume of rain the city received in a month. President Bongbong Marcos says the government's response to severe tropical storm Kristine is never enough. When asked in an ambush interview if he was satisfied with the government's response to the tropical cyclone, Marcos says he wished they could do more.
I'll tell you the truth, it's never enough. It's never enough. I wish we could do more. We're doing everything that we can, but you know, when you lose a life, you lose a life. What can you do about that? It's terrible tragedy.
Marcos also admits that flood control systems across the country were overwhelmed by the recent storms. Torrential rains from tropical cyclones Kristine and Leon left many areas inundated, particularly in the Bicol region. As of November 4, the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council says at least 8.6 million people were affected by Kristine and Leon. According to the agency, 150 persons reportedly died due to the weather disturbances. Senate President Cheese Escudero is urging the Land Transportation Office to identify and inform the Senate of the driver and owner of the white sports utility vehicle bearing a plate number 7 that allegedly attempted to run over a lady traffic officer in Makati City. Plate number 7 is a protocol plate assigned to Centaurs. In a statement on Monday, November 4, Escudero calls the actions of the SUV driver and passenger unacceptable, emphasizing that the driver violated the law. The Department of Transportation's Special Action and Intelligence Committee for Transportation earlier reported that the SUV driver tried to run over an enforcer after being accosted for using the EDSA bus lane in Guadalupe, Makati City on Sunday evening, November 3. A passenger in the back seat of the SUV also allegedly raised a middle finger at the officers as they fled the scene. Escudero says he expects the owner, if he is indeed a member of the upper chamber, to come forward and instruct the person driving the vehicle to face the consequences. The Senate chief wants persons involved to surrender and present themselves to the authorities accordingly. He also commends the enforcers involved for keeping their composure and remaining courteous regardless of the actions of the SUV driver and passenger. The House of Representatives Quad Committee is expecting the attendance of former President Rodrigo Duterte in its November 7 hearing on his administration's drug war and alleged extrajudicial killings. In an interview on Monday, November 4, House Deputy Majority Leader Jude Asidre says an invitation for the upcoming hearing was already released to the former president. The lawmaker adds that Duterte's attendance in the House Quad Committee hearing would be a chance to air the former president's side. Duterte previously skipped the Quad Comm's October 22 hearing because he was not feeling well. However, Duterte expressed willingness to show up at the next Quad Committee hearing. The former president recently faced the Senate's probe into his drug war, where he confessed he assembled a 7-man death squad when he was Davao City Mayor. Duterte also pointed out that the term death squad was loosely used, as he revealed that several former national police chiefs during his term led death squads. However, he clarified that he had not ordered the summary killing of anyone, stressing that his directive was to provoke suspects to fight back so they could be killed. For Asidre, whatever testimony that was taken from the Senate hearings should be recognized by the Quadcom since all of them were taken under oath. Senator Coco Pimentel says former President Rodrigo Duterte has no influence over him in the Senate's probe into the former administration's anti-drug campaign. In a television interview on Monday, November 4, Pimentel, who is leading the Senate Blue Ribbon Subcommittee's probe into the drug war, says he is no longer close to Duterte and has no communication with him anymore. According to Pimentel, the former president has zero influence over him and will not affect how he handles the subcommittee's proceedings. The senator emphasizes he will only look at the evidence presented during the Senate's drug war investigation. The Senate Blue Ribbon Subcommittee's hearing on October 28 marked the first appearance of Duterte in an official body revisiting his campaign that left thousands dead. House Quad Committee co-chairpersons Bienvenido Abante and Dan Fernandez earlier criticized the Senate for allowing loyal allies of the former president to supposedly influence the proceedings. The House lawmakers also noted how Duterte got away with repeated curses and foul language during the Senate probe led by Pimentel. Pimentel previously headed PDP Laban until a successful power grab by party officials and members allied with former President Duterte took place.